Hi, my name is David Gruber. I am the Senior Development and Communications Director at the Metro Dallas Homeless Alliance. MDHA is a backbone organization that leads the development of an effective homeless rehousing system in partnership with more than 90 public, private, and nonprofit institutions. We make the experience of homelessness in Dallas and Collin counties rare, brief, and non-recurring. Welcome to Understanding the Coordinated Access System, or CAS. CAS is sometimes referred to as coordinated entry, centralized entry, or coordinated assessment. CAS is the process through which persons experiencing or at risk of experiencing homelessness can access the homeless rehousing system in a streamlined way, have their strengths and needs quickly assessed, and quickly connect to housing and support services. Given limited community resources, persons with the highest needs and most acute vulnerabilities are prioritized. There are three big things we want you to take away from this presentation about CAS. Number one, CAS transforms homeless services from a network of projects making individual decisions about whom to serve into a fully integrated system that connects persons experiencing homelessness to the most appropriate services for them. MDHA administrates CAS on behalf of the Homeless Collaborative, Dallas and Collin County's Continuum of Care, or COC. Number two, CAS allows for any person to navigate the system and for the system to respond to individualized needs. Number three, integrating CAS into the Homeless Management Information System, HMIS, allows the COC to manage housing resources in real time. When a housing provider reports a vacancy, a referral can be sent to case managers seeking housing solutions for their clients. Historically, continuums of care, COCs, allowed each project to operate individually, develop and implement their own admission criteria, assessment and eligibility screening, prioritization processes, and enrollment decisions. This created a disjointed path for persons experiencing homelessness. Accessing and navigating the system was challenging, time-consuming, and it lacked a trauma-informed approach. CAS transforms homeless services from a network of projects making individual decisions about whom to serve into a fully integrated system that connects persons experiencing homelessness to the most appropriate services for them. The primary goal of CAS is to ensure that assistance is allocated as effectively as possible and that it be easily accessible no matter where or how people present. CAS helps a COC structure its system so that all its components fit together intentionally and efficiently. This results in a fairer and more efficient use of resources, prioritizing persons who are most in need of assistance. There is no one reason someone experiences homelessness. CAS accounts for the diversity of needs of persons experiencing homelessness and urgently responds to these needs with housing-focused solutions. CAS utilizes accessible service providers throughout the system as access points. These multiple access points ensure that people experiencing homelessness can easily meet with a case manager to get assessed for housing services. Employing consistent assessment processes and practices across the system increases accessibility for persons experiencing homelessness. It becomes that much easier for any person to navigate the system and for the system to respond to individualized needs. First, a diversion assessment is given to divert clients from ever having to enter the system by connecting clients to existing supports. If diversion fails, a more comprehensive assessment is given to determine needs, strengths, and identify the best housing intervention that will end their homelessness. The last step is to match clients to appropriate housing interventions. CAS orients service providers around the same prioritizing principles by which consistent decisions can be made regarding how to utilize housing resources most effectively. Therefore, CAS must have the ability to assess and document persons' needs and barriers, and have a process to identify which persons have the greatest needs and will receive available housing and services. In other words, assessment is used to determine what the person needs, and prioritization determines who the COC should serve first. One of the major goals of CAS is to help communities fully utilize all available resources as efficiently as possible across the system. To do this, communities must have accurate data on the needs of homeless individuals and on the available housing inventory that exists within the homeless rehousing system at any given time. The COC recently integrated CAS into its Homeless Management Information System, HMIS. It now utilizes HMIS exclusively for all CAS processes to ensure this data is available to service providers. Integrating CAS into HMIS allows the COC to manage housing resources in real time. When a housing provider reports a vacancy, a referral can be sent to case managers seeking housing solutions for their clients. Persons experiencing homelessness will thus experience quicker and more appropriate interventions based on their needs, while housing providers will be able to streamline processes leading to more persons being housed. We are thankful to COC providers, especially case managers, at the access points and housing programs for their hard work and extensive efforts to align their processes to CAS. Our system has improved data, increased collaboration, and housed more people because of providers' commitment to a truly coordinated access system. This means that the guy under the bridge can now better access the system and more easily navigate through it to ultimately become housed. You are making homelessness in Dallas and Collin counties rare, brief, and non-recurring.